You know, sometimes dreams do in fact come true. Les Vonkeman had a dream to become a police officer. It was realized when he joined the Lethbridge Police Service more than 20 years ago. As BCN's Heidi Echavarria explains now, Vonkeman is now one of the diversity officers with the community resource team at the LPS who continues to make a big difference here in our community.
Friendly, compassionate, and caring is the way in which Les Vonkeman, the only Indigenous police officer in the Lethbridge Police Service, approaches our city's vulnerable communities. That is his trademark.
They definitely feel a lot more comfortable with me as a whole. Quite often they'll call me, brother or sister. And when I was in a patrol unit and I had to deal with the crime and the dysfunction, and I would have to arrest them, then that name usually changes to something other than brother or sister, right? My last name is Vonkeman, which is not Indigenous at all, and but most people don't ask. But I do talk about my story quite a bit about being part of the 60 scoop, getting scooped out of my community up in northern Alberta and getting flown to Lethbridge area, and then getting raised by Dutch people out on a farm northeast of Lethbridge here.
During his time as a police officer, Les faced resistance because of his Indigenous roots, but that did not stop him.
Times people would assume that I was just hired because they needed an Indigenous police officer. I also faced prejudice from Indigenous people that they're thinking, well, because I'm a police officer, I think I'm more important than them, and so they treat me differently. I've been called all kinds of names, such as apple, right? Red on the outside, but white on the inside. I have this belief as well that we almost have to work double just to help people understand that we're not lazy, that we're here to work, we're here to do our job, and we're competent and able to do it. I rely on my spirituality, I rely on my faith in order to get that peace for myself.
He has served the Lethbridge community as a police officer for 23 years and would love to see more Indigenous people serve the way that he does.
I'm looking forward to, finishing off my career here as a police officer in a good way. I want to see more Indigenous officers coming to the Lethbridge Police Service.
For Bridge City News, I'm Heidi Echavarria.
That's a great story.